We're joined here in studios by Paul Muya, the Deputy Spokesperson with Kenya Wildlife Service. Welcome to Africa Live.
Thank you.
Now, Paul, if we look at this ongoing battle faced by authorities here in Kenya, has any progress been made in terms of combating poaching?
Yes, indeed. And we are fighting it. We are fighting poaching in two fronts. One, we are dealing with the internal dimension, where elephant in Africa, in Kenya particularly, are poached. And we are putting in mechanisms that are geared towards ensuring that there will be zero incidences of elephant poaching in this country. The second front, we are dealing with the issue of illegal trafficking of ivory within our boundary, especially in our port of entry and exits. And we have had serious progress, significant progress on that front. For instance, we have had a case of one of the suspects who has since been convicted and fined about Kenyan shillings 20 million.
Now, how far would you say that type of fine and the penalties for being involved in poaching or smuggling, how much of an impact has it had in terms of curbing the amount of poaching that goes on across Kenya? You'd
appreciate that the law that we are now using came into effect only a month ago, on 10th January of this year. And since then, we have had various cases that have been investigated and prosecuted. And of all the cases that have been prosecuted using the current law, we have had various very significant pronouncements made by the magistrate in our local courts. And a case in point would be of those suspects who are convicted being fined not less than 1 million shillings or serving a long jail term of not less than 5 years.
Right. Now, recently we've also seen, according to a census at the Tsavo East National Park, a drop in elephant numbers. Is this due to poaching or other factors?
Not really. You'd appreciate that the census are being carried out after 3 years. The last census happened in the beginning of the year 2010. And for that reason, then, over time, over the period of 3 years, we have had various cases of elephant mortality related to, for instance, poaching or natural death and all that. Some of them are actually killed due to problem animal. And for that reason, then, cumulatively would say that in the region of about 1,500 individuals have been killed over these 3 years. That not to say that this contributes entirely to the census results that we are obtaining. Now, we would also want to appreciate that some of the areas that census was being carried out belonged to the Tanzanian territory, because Mkomazi is part of the Tsavo ecosystem, and we have had challenges with the issue of poaching in Tanzania. And would say therefore that some of the issues that we are seeing as a result of the statistics that are coming out could be as a result of poaching, yes, and as a result of other factors that relate to the habitat and ecosystem sustainability in Tsavo ecosystem.
Now, Paul, just as we wrap up, if we look at the London conference participants, they want a complete ban of domestic and international trade in ivory. Do you think this can be achieved?
Yes, indeed, and it need to begin with individual countries. Kenya is already making significant progress on that front, and as the law that, for instance, is now governing the wildlife sector has to do. And again, we have seen pronouncement being made by the head of government in this country towards ensuring that there is zero incidences of poaching happening anymore. And we have seen, for instance, the support that we have received from various agencies locally. The police, for instance, have contributed about a few men to support our effort, and again, the judiciary and the local institutions, including the NGOs and all that, are all supporting us in fighting poaching in this country.
All right, Paul, we'll leave it there. Thanks very much for your time this evening. We're speaking there to Paul Muya, the Deputy Spokesperson for the Kenya Wildlife Services.